program. What is your key expectation from this program? Like, I mean, what have you thought about confidence and how can it come? Can you please tell me about the expectations from it, from this program? I'm joining now from my laptop. Okay. You're joining now from your laptop. Oh, fine. Can you please tell me the expectation from this program? Like, what do you think? Okay. Do you think like confidence is always inside us? We just need to give some push to the confidence to come it out. How many of you think like confidence is always inside? We just need to give a push to bring it out. To gain inner confidence, yes, sir. Facing audio issue from my end. Okay, Manjunath Reddy is facing some issue from his end. Confidence while speaking in public. Okay. Avneet Kaur is asking me something. Confidence while speaking in public. Mhm. Push I need. You need push. Shahji Thomas is saying he needs push. And let me tell you a secret about the confidence today. And after this secret, you will be saying, oh, this is what the confidence is. But you need to give one commitment that confidence want to learn English speaking fluently in public platform. Gerald, so it's not about the English platform now. And definitely I can teach you public speaking, English speaking. I do teach English communication, and but that in offline program only. More internal drive. Okay, Rajesh P saying more internal drive. If you see on your screen, there is a question answer to improve communication skill with more confidently. See, I'll be talking about the confidence, not about speaking. Confidence is about more than speaking. So today I'll be explaining what confidence is. And this I've learned from when I started working with Jack and Field. He taught me about the confidence because he says everything is there within us. We just need to unleash it. And after Jack and Field, when I started taking coaching from Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins just blew my mind, and he made me realize everything is right within us and we just need to unleash it. And I thought, okay, and it started helping me out. Great. So do you think we should wait more or we should start? I'm not able to make it live on a Facebook, though I wanted to make it live on a Facebook, but I don't know. There is some issue coming and I'm not able to make it live on a Facebook. I thought like we'll make it live on a Facebook. That would become easy for everyone to attend it. People who are not able to join, they can attend later. Uh, but it's not possible. Okay, let's start now. So once again, welcome everyone. Unleash inner confidence. Unleash inner confidence. So you need to learn what confidence is and how we can unleash. I believe, and I have myself realized in my life, confidence is always within us. We just need to unleash it. What does unleash mean? The way we peel off some fruits or vegetable. Let's say you're peeling off banana. So what you are doing, you are unleashing the eatable or edible part of banana. In the same way, I believe like confidence is within us. I don't believe, I've learned it. And in the same way, I have unleashed my confidence. And today I'm going to help you to unleash your confidence. Do remember one thing, everything is here. Everything is here. Everything is here. You need to, only one problem I face with online program. I don't know whether you are speaking at your end or not. Now, all of you need to take your hand and say, everything is here. Say everyone from your end, say, everything is here. Say, everything is here. And that's how I'm going to unleash it. I'm going to unleash it. Alexa is outside, otherwise I would have asked Alexa to play a song. We will rock you. And we are going to rock now. Confidence, when people think about a confidence, a lot of people approach me and say, hey, Pankaj, I'm not confident in public speaking. In that case, I say we need to learn step by step that how to structure your speech, and then you'll get the confidence. If you, one, confidence is directly proportional to the knowledge. When you have knowledge, you feel confident. Let's say you want to invest money in share market and you have deep knowledge and knowledge in depth about the share market, so you definitely feel confident, right? If you don't have knowledge, you cannot feel confident. In the same way, if you feel hesitation speaking in front of people, one thing is that you do not have a knowledge. I'm not talking about the content here. Sometimes we know our content, but we still cannot speak in front of people, we hesitate speaking because we don't know what is the right method of delivery. So method of delivery, when you know, it means when you have knowledge, then it is very easy to have the confidence. How many of you agree confidence is directly proportional to knowledge too? Confidence is directly proportional to knowledge. When you have knowledge, you feel confident. If you agree with me, type A in the chat box and let me see. That's very, very simple. When you have knowledge, you feel confident. That's great. That's great. But there is a second part. Sometimes we have all the knowledge, yet we are not confident. Sometimes we have all the knowledge. We know how to speak. We know how to deliver. We know speaking in English. We know speaking in Hindi, but yet we are not confident speaking in front of people. So that confidence, I'm going to help you today. That confidence is within us. So there are two types of confidence. One, confidence of a knowledge. One, confidence of a knowledge. And second, confidence when you have knowledge, but you don't have the confidence. So there are two types of confidence. One, confident about the knowledge. If you're not even confident about your knowledge, then you are not confident. But second part, you are confident about your knowledge, that you have a knowledge, you can do it well, and you know this everything, but then also you don't have that level of confidence. So what this is what we are going to talk about. This confidence is always within us. Yes, confidence is always within us. We just need to understand what represents and what makes confident people different, so that you start doing that act. If you start acting like confident people, you become confident. First, you need to understand the behavior of confident people. Do you know the behavior of confident people? How do they behave? What is the behavior of confident people? Do you know that behavior? I'm sure you don't know that psychologically. What is the real behavior of confident people? And once you know the real behavior of confident people, my dear friends, it becomes very easy to be confident. Confident people admit their mistake. How many of you admit your mistake? Just ask yourself, do I always admit my mistake? And if you think yes, you always admit your mistake, it means you are confident. Can't we get confidence without speaking in English? We can definitely get confidence without speaking in English. So first part is admit their mistake. How long and how often do you admit your mistake? How often do you admit your mistake? Just tell me in the chat box, how often do you admit your mistakes? If you make 100 mistakes and you know you have made 100 mistakes, do you every time go and admit it? Ipsita Barik is saying not every time, like sometimes she admits her mistake. Okay, let me know more. Mostly 90%, that's fine. Pyali, if you 90% admit your mistake, I'm sure. Pyali, you are the one who has completed our advanced program. Oh, great. Now you can write like, how do you feel after completion of the program? Sahana, 70%. Sahana, you are the one who has again completed our advanced program. Tomorrow is the last day. When required. When required. This is wrong. Sarbani, I would say this is wrong. It's not about when required. It's about whenever it is mistake, we should go and admit. Even it is not required. Even it is not required. Most of the time. Most of the time. Okay. 100% it should be there. See, confident people admit their mistake publicly. Yes, I made this mistake. Everyone cannot go and tell publicly this is my mistake. So my dear friends, we first think what we need to develop in ourselves is you need to today onwards go and admit your mistake. Will admit 100%. That's great, Sunil. Go and admit. I do when I know I have made a mistake. Right, that's great. Sometimes we don't know. Yes, Rashmi, this point is very nice. She says I admit when I know I have made a mistake. Sometimes we think I have not made a mistake and we think this is not a mistake, but from others perspective it is mistake. So that time you need to sit just quiet without answering anyone. Sit quiet, take a paper and ask yourself, my this act, has this act given a wrong impact on somebody? Has this hurt someone? Right. So my dear friends, go and admit your mistakes. First thing, go admit your mistake. Second thing, they take risk. Second thing, they take risk. Risk mean they take risk with time, risk with money, and they take calculate. We think this is, sometimes we want to take an action, but thinking this might be a risky. I might lose my money. You don't take that, right? So it means you cannot become a confident. Confident people generally take risk. See why rich people are rich? Because first character they have is they take risk in their life and they're confident in taking risk. And when you're confident in taking risk, then you easily, very easily, you grow in the life. So this is the second character of confident people. They take risk. Now tell me, risk of time, risk of money, how many of you usually take calculated risk? Let's say you have 5 lakh rupees, you can take risk of at least of 50,000 on 1 lakh. If you have 20,000 rupees, you can take risk of 5 to 10,000 rupees, right? So how often do you take risk? How often do you take risk for yourself? So I'm just, every time I'll be asking, because I know that I need to make you realize. So you need to introspect today and tell me, how often do you take risk? Risk for learning, risk for growing. How often do you take risk? Do you have a character of taking risk? Confident people take risk. Calculated risk mean, um, let's say you want to start something that takes 5 lakh rupees, and you have 10 lakh rupees. So investing 5 lakh becomes calculated risk very often. Don't do it very often, Thomas. Sahaji Thomas, don't do it very often. Keep doing it, and when you do it, you grow in the life like anything. Will take risk when I have complete knowledge on that. Sahana, this is I believe you take risk because you have already joined our Speak to Influence course. You have already invested some money. So that 8,000 rupees or 9,000 rupees you invested, that was a risk. And then you took a step forward and you are there on the way to become a coach now. Around 30,000 rupees you have invested in that. It means you have taken a risk. So even you are not having knowledge about that, you have risk taking capability. This I know, because I've seen you doing that, and you take calculated risks. That's very nice. Can you span the recording for me? No, the recording of this program will not be sent at all. Okay. Risk, you need to tell me this is true. When you have confidence, you can take risk. Sometimes you don't have confidence, but we take risk. Like Sahana, like Pyali, they did not have. Sarbani, even you have done. Sometimes you are not confident, but we take risk. Risk is directly opposite to the confidence. Understand, my dear friends? When you take risk, you become confident. When you take risk, you become confident. Understand my point, my dear friends? Understand? If you are confident about getting success, everyone will do it. Then it is not a risk. You're confident about that. When you are in a doubt, this money I might lose. I might not learn anything out of that. And then you are taking a calculated risk that makes you confident. Right? So this is a second character of confident people. Third, they wait for others to congratulate. Yeah. See, confident people don't go themselves and say, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. No, they do not do it. They wait for others to congratulate. They do their work silently and then let the others come to congratulate. That's only the way. I repeat it. First, confident people admit their mistake. Confident people take risk. Confident people wait for the others to congratulate. I'm telling this, they do. So on the other side, I'm telling you, start admitting your 100% mistake today onwards. Second thing, start taking calculated risk. In the beginning, take small risk, and then you'll be able to take bigger risk and bigger and bigger and bigger. And one day you might become the next Bill Gates, next Jeff Bezos, next Elon Musk, or next Mukesh Ambani or Dhirubhai Ambani. You have to start doing it in the calculated way. Next time, you might be delivering a session like me, but you have to start. And always, when you are going to start something new, it is a risk. Third thing, they wait for others to congratulate. Never ask for the credit yourself. Let others come and congratulate you. Never announce, yes, I've made a victory, I made a victory, I've made a victory, I have done it, I have done it. Confident people don't use the word I. They let others use the word you have done it. And when other people come to you and say, hey, you have done it, you feel good. And you will surely agree, when others come to you and to congratulate you, you feel confident. So wait for others to congratulate you. Remain calm even if they're mocked or criticized. Yes, confident people remain calm even if they're mocked or criticized. It means, let's say, a lot of people come to me and they criticize me. A lot of people, abuse me. A lot of people might abuse you also. You might be abusing Mukesh Ambani. Do you think Mukesh Ambani will come to you and will answer you back? This is done by hesitant people, people who have low confidence. So next time onwards, when somebody comes to you and criticizes you, stop explaining something. Stop explaining something. Just accept it. Okay, the person has said this. That's 100% you accept it. Understand my point? When somebody scolds you, abuses you, criticizes you, you are not going to explain, because explanations are given by people who have low confidence, or explanations are given by hesitant people. So next time, no explanation to anyone, my dear friends, anyone. How many of you have understood these 4 points and you're going to adopt these 4 points? How many of you understand these 4 points? If you understand these 4 points, type you in the chat box. Samshu is saying how to feel confident every time. I'll be telling you, just follow this step. I'll make you confident. And Shamshu, can you write this in a question answer session? Because we have on your mobile phone on the bottom, it is coming a question answer session, Q&A. Click on that and write a question so that I can answer these all questions at last. So I've got till now, I've got 3 questions, and I'll be answering these 3 questions at last. So you understand this very simple trick. Admit your mistake, start taking calculated risk, wait for others to congratulate you, and remain calm. And when somebody criticizes you and abuses you, do one thing: smile. Let's say somebody comes to me and say, "Hey Pankaj, you're fooling people." And I smile. Thank you. At least I have an ability to fool. You can also go and fool. When you do it, you like it. And other person will say, yeah, he's admitting it. He fools people. Just admit everything and stay calm. So next, here I comes, a self-talk is a first step to get the confidence. Self-talk means how often do you talk to yourself? How often do you talk to yourself? Don't talk, stop talking to others, but have a self-talk. Be your own coach. Be your own coach. It means every day, at least 10 minutes, you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, where do I lag behind? क्या खामी है मुझ में सबसे बड़ी? Every day you need to work on yourself. Let's say you feel I don't know playing chess and my older friends know playing chess. So this you will get to know when you have a self-talk. Ask in the evening, hey Pankaj, mm, where do you lag behind? I lag behind calmness. I need to get it. So I start being my own coach and I tell myself, Pankaj, be calm. Don't wait others to come to you and tell you, do this. Start doing it. When others are coming to you and tell you, you need to do this and you should do this, it means you're already late. People have started observing. So you need to do a self talk. I call this self talk a self introspection too. When you talk to yourself and ask yourself, where do I lag behind? And then you become your own coach. The time you become your own coach, then in that case, you take your life to the next level. Now, first ask yourself, where do I lag behind? Second, start training yourself. Let's say I tell myself, hey Pankaj, I don't know playing chess. I need to learn that. So I need to do now self coaching. And I need to tell myself, in my own words, I need to take my life to the next level. Pankaj, now I know chess and I can easily play. Pankaj, I'm a confident speaker and I speak on stage. So in my own words, I'm taking my life to the next level. This is called self-talk. Self-talk has a two-step. One, you need to introspect and find out where you're lagging behind. Then you be on your own coach and your own words. You need to tell yourself now your life is to the next level. Like if you want to be a great speaker, start telling yourself, I'm a great speaker. I speak well and I influence people. Because what you think it will surely become. We need to start speaking that. There is a one small poem is there. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your action. Watch your action, it becomes your habit. Watch your habits, it becomes your character. Your character is your personality. Confidence is also a personality. So it all starts from your thoughts and the words. But you have to first find out in which area you lag behind so that you can take your life in that particular area to the next level. Clear? if you have really understood and you got the clarity about that, how to take the life to the next level in own words, is a self talk. Self talk is very essential. Start making a point. Start making points of self talk. Start making a point. Once you make a point of, yes, self talk, it helps you a lot. Clear? If you're clear with it, type C in the chat box. Let me see. Yeah, I keep disturbing because I keep asking. Great. So next, cut out social comparison. What does it mean? See, when we compare ourselves to others, we are in the other way, we are degrading ourselves, we are insulting ourselves. Sometimes we say, no, he's better than me, yeah. He can do, I cannot do. How many of you have ever got this wording in the mind? He can do, I cannot do, or he is better than me in this case. How many of you get this feeling and you tell yourself these things? If you are the one, type M. Let me see how many of you get this feeling and tell yourself this thing. Type M. Mehul, Bhavna Yadav, Praniti, Anju, Srinivas, Vicky Basant, Manjunath Reddy, Aarti Sharma, T.S. Manjunath, Shriram, Saksham Taluja, okay, Himanshu Sharma, okay, great. So, my dear friends, you are the one who compare yourself with others, and a lot of people have agreed with this. This is the worst thing you can do. Stop comparing yourself with others. Stop comparing yourself with others. Stop comparing, because when you compare it, you are directly insulting yourself. Don't tell, he can do, I cannot do. You are telling your mind, I cannot do. So you are indirectly telling yourself that decrease your confidence. Your own words are now lowering down your confidence. And what you need to tell yourself now, he can do, so I can also do. He's not that special. I can learn and do it. Start saying this. Today, he performs better than me, but tomorrow I'll perform better than him. So in this way, you are telling yourself, hey, Pankaj, don't lose your confidence. If he can do, I can do. If he looks smart, I can look smart in my own ways. Everyone has a different perception. And if he talks well, I can learn and talk. It's nothing special about him. If he can play cricket, I can learn and play cricket. Nothing special about him. I can do it myself. I can learn and do it. And when you start doing this, you feel happy. But you'll agree with one thing. Sometimes you don't want to compare. Your mind does, right? Your mind does. If your mind compares it, ask your mind, how will this help me? Why the hell I am comparing? Ask yourself. If your mind compares, ask yourself, how does it help me? And when you ask, how will this help me, your mind will say, this comparison will not help you at all. At the same time, you'll feel better, confident. This is very easy thing. Cut out the social comparison. Everyone is different. We should compare ourselves with ourselves only. Right, Rashmi? You are right. Because our competition is with ourselves. We need to become better. But we need to look up to people. We need to make some people ideal. We don't need to compare ourselves with them. But definitely, we can take their ways to grow. We can set some benchmark. That we can do, but comparison is all wrong. So cut out the social comparison. Next time when your mind does this, ask your mind one simple wording, how will this help me? Now ask yourself, how will this help me? How will this help me? How will this help me? Yes, Pyali, we need to train our mind, and mind can be easily trained. That's great. That's great. Simple. If you ask this, you'll feel the power of this one simple sentence. How will this help me? How will this comparison help me? Very good thing. Eliminate the what if, because Whenever you're going to do something, something comes in your mind. What if I cannot do? What if my money goes waste? What if people make my fun? What if this program or this course cannot help me? What if I lose my money? When sometimes you have this, what if I lose my money? So your mind says, what if? Now, there are two ways, though I've written one in this. Whenever your mind says, what if is generally negative. What if I cannot do? What if I cannot do this? What if it does not work for me? So you need to replace this with I will, and definitely you can replace with one more thing. You can definitely replace with one more thing. Let me write down, if I can write. What if it works? What if it works? I this I'm not writing. This is with the help of mouse I'm doing it. So my handwriting otherwise is also very nice. You cannot understand that. So what if it works? Ask yourself, what if it works? What if it works? And once you say, what if it works, then a lot of things you'll get in the mind. Now, give yourself 1 minute time. And in the recent 4 5 days, if you have not made some decision, or if you have made a wrong decision, you think you have made a wrong decision. In recent, like 4 5 days, if you think like you have not taken some action, thinking this, what if I cannot do this? What if it will not work for me? Thinking this, if you have not taken action, close your eyes and say, what if it works for me? What if I'm able to do that? What if it takes my life to the next level? So negative what if has to be replaced with a positive what if. Just ask yourself this. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what if it works for me? What if I'm able to do this? What if it transforms my lives to the next level? And when you ask yourself this, let's say somebody offers you something of 50,000 rupees and you simply say, no, I don't have the 50,000 rupees. But this thing can help you. Close your eyes and ask yourself, what if investing this 50,000 can get me 5 lakh? What if this 50,000 can take my life to the next level? Your mind says, no, you cannot manage 50,000. What if this 50,000 goes? Close your eyes and say, what if this 50,000 multiplies by 10, 20, 100, or 1,000? Actually, our mind is trained to think negative, because whenever you want to go out of your comfort zone, mind feels comfortable being in that comfort zone. So mind never wants you to go, because mind has to work. Mind, if you want to go out of your comfort zone, if you want to do something beyond your limit, beyond your expectation, it can be a limit of time, limit of money, and limit of capability. Whenever you want to go out of some limit, mind has to trouble, and mind thinks, no, 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 don't do this, I will have to work, I'm very comfortable in this zone. So that's why mind start giving all the negative thoughts, and then you need to close your eyes and speak the positive thoughts. Mind will take your, in that case, mind will start thinking positive, and you will be able to take action. How many of you understand this point? If you understand this point, type you. That's great. Manjunath could not understand, re-explain. Very simple. Our mind is basically habitual of giving us all reasons to stop. Mind is trained to stay in the comfort zone. And whenever you need to make some big decision in your life, whenever you need to make some, you need to come out of your comfort zone of time, money, and capability. When you need to go beyond your comfort zone, beyond your physical capability, beyond your mental capability, beyond your financial capability, and beyond your time capability. Whenever you want to go out of this, it means that decision is little tough. Then your mind will say, oh, don't stress this much, I'm comfortable in this. And mind gives you all negative reason, and mind says, what if it does not work? What if you fail? What if your money goes waste? What if you lose your money? What if this? What if people mock? Like this. Now what you need to do is you need to ask yourself, what if it works for me? What if it takes my life to the next level? What if this money, whatever I'm investing, let's say I'm investing 50,000, what if this 50,000 multiplies by 100 and come back to me in 6 months just because of this action? What if I become so popular? What if this change comes in my life? So when you start replacing this with what if positive, and you speak it, close your eyes and speak these things multiple times, then mind start thinking positively, and mind helps you to take decision. Now understand? There were two people who could not understand that. I hope I have helped you. That's great. So let's go further. First, let me remove this all. Very simple. And second, see, why do we lose confidence? We all want to become perfect. Why do we lose confidence? We all want to be perfect. And perfection is a myth, my dear friends. No one is ever perfect. We are just becoming better version of ourselves. Every time better. No, you cannot. If you think you can be perfect, if today you ask Usain Bolt, are you a perfect runner? He said, I'm perfect as long as someone else does not come and runs better than me. The day somebody will come, I will not be perfect. He will be perfect. So I cannot say I'm a perfect runner. There is definitely someone better than me. Or I have a lot of other space to get better. I ran for the 7 second for in the 100-meter race, and now I might be able to run in a five seconds. So it means I'm not perfect. I can get better all the time. So perfection is a myth. If you want to be perfect, some people say, Pankaj, once I become perfect, then I will take your course. Once I become perfect in this, then I will take your course. And I just think in a mind, can someone ever become perfect? Perfection means you don't have any room of improvement. No, we always have some room of improvement. We can never be perfect. So start doing today. Perfection is a myth. Progress is the truth. Progress is the reality. You just need to be better than yourself. You cannot be perfect ever. I cannot be perfect driver, perfect speaker, perfect husband, perfect son, perfect father. No, I need to get better every day. And only the way to get better is start doing it. Don't think I will start doing it once I become perfect. A lot of people, when they come to my institute offline classes, they say, hey Pankaj, once I learn English, then I will speak in English. I said, you can never learn English and speak in English if you think this, because you can never learn without speaking. Some people say, Pankaj, once I gain little confidence, then I will join your public speaking program. I said, what about this? Like, you cannot be perfect without joining, without getting better. Once I learn this, then I will do that. I say, yeah, this is the biggest thing people are thinking, and till the age 50 or 60, they keep thinking, they never get that confidence on doing it. How many of you agree? Just with this thought, once I become perfect, I will do it. Once I become perfect, I will do it. Just because of this thought, you have never ever done it. How many of you agree with me? If you agree with me, type A. Mehul, Amar, Ravina, Dr. Sobia, all agree, right? Sabani, Anju Verma, Vicky, Gangadhar Prasad, Deepak Jena, Bhupendra Prajapati, Pyali, totally agree, right? Ankita Sharma, Avinit Kaur. So perfection is the myth, progress is the reality. And but because of this perfection, this myth, we have not taken many action. How many of you now confess that you have not taken action in your life, just thinking, once I become perfect, I will do this? If you are the one, type M. Let me see how many of you have basically not taken action because of that. Akshita has not taken action. And Akshita, you have lost a big thing. Mohit Sharma, Jyoti, Shamshu has not taken. Avinit Kaur. And now, you know what? When you don't take action, then you have excuses. Very first excuse of something of not taking action is I don't have time. And second excuse, I don't have money. These are two excuses. These excuses comes one for the perfection and another reason for what if. Piali is saying I was one of them before your course, right? Before joining the 21 days Speak to Influence. That's great. That's great. Perfection is a myth, my dear friends. Progress is the reality. And I want you to progress. I want you to progress. Never be perfect. Never ever commit to yourself that I will be perfect. No. Say I will progress in my life and I'm progressing. And I'll keep progressing. If you keep doing something out of your comfort zone, you keep progressing. And once you have this thought, you have confidence in your life. And don't ever limit yourself to time and money. You can easily manage time and money. A lot of people lose confidence just because of time and money. If Dhirubhai Ambani had lost his confidence because he did not have money, today he would not have become Dhirubhai Ambani. Agree? If Steve Jobs had thought, we don't have money, and he would have thought, once I have money, then I will do this, then Apple would not have come in existence. Same with Bill Gates. If Larry Page has thought, once I graduate and postgraduate, once I do it complete, then I will start Google. Today, Google would not have come. And if Mark Zuckerberg had thought, I'm just a college student, right now, this is not the right time to do this. And if you have thought it for expansion, I don't have money. Once I have money, I will do it. He would not never been able to do it, my dear friends. You can look around, there are many people, and now you also know that many times you have left because you thought, once I have enough money, enough time, or once I become perfect, I will do it. And because of that, you have never been able to do that. You have missed an opportunity, and opportunities don't come back, time does not come back. So I basically want you to do it. Start taking action, decide, and that's how you gain confidence. Confidence is not ready made that you can go market and buy. Now confidence comes with your decisions and the actions. You are the responsible of your confidence. You are responsible of losing confidence. You are always confident, always. But our parents, our neighbors, they have started comparing us, so we become habitual of that. They put fear in our mind. They have given this fear, once you become perfect, then do it. And just because of that, we have not been able to do that. My dear friends, don't leave your life, miss your life, keep doing it, and that helps you a lot. Last part of confidence, I'll just be giving a quick review of everything so that you can make notes. Speak up. When you speak, speaking gives confidence. Speak up, go speak. I usually tell my all my participants, keep recording videos, keep sharing on the social media. If you don't know that, some people say, Pankaj, I cannot do that. Go learn it. There are two reasons we cannot do. One reason, I don't wish to do it. And second reason, I don't know how to do it. When you say, I don't wish to do it, it is an attitude problem, my dear friend. No one can resolve it. When you say, I don't know how to do it, it's a technical issue. Go learn it and do it. Understand? But speak up. Start taking action. Your actions gives you confidence. Confidence is there within you, but you have killed your confidence, my dear friends, with your small action. So what all you need to do to be confident, now start making notes and start writing fast. Very first thing, admit your mistakes, each and every mistake. Ever if you have made a mistake, go to people. See, I made mistakes during my childhood. Go to people and admit your mistake. That time I made a mistake. And in my childhood, when I was studying in 12th class, I cheated on people because I needed some money. And cheated on people mean I did the business of selling mobiles, and in that case I took more money from my villagers. But once I grew up, I understood it was a mistake. I should not have taken this much of the money. I went to these old people and I admitted my mistake. I told them what I have done, and you know what, they felt very good. I felt too much confident, and after that day I admit my each mistake I make. Confident people take risks, so start taking risk. calculated risk Calculated risk. And that's how you gain. Whenever you are going to take risk, ask yourself, what worst can happen? Let's say, when it was the first time I had to invest money in learning, it was 2.75 lakh rupees, nearly 3 lakh rupees, my lifetime earning it was. I asked myself, what worst can happen? I will lose this money, I will earn back, this can be earned back. But What if it works for me? And today it worked for me and I have everything. Take risk. They wait for others to congratulate. So start waiting for other people to congratulate you over your action. And when other people come and congratulate you, feel happy. Stay calm and composed when people criticize you. Do self talk. Talk to yourself. Be your own coach. And my dear friends, in your own words, take your life to the next level. If you think I'm not a good swimmer, close your eyes and say, I'm a good swimmer. I'm a good swimmer. I'm a good swimmer. I'm a good swimmer. You start gaining confidence. Basically, that's a technical fault. Go and learn the swimming. But sometimes we know everything and we don't have confidence. Then self talk is the best way to do it. Cut out the social comparison. Stop comparing yourself with others, because the time you compare yourself with others, you lower your confidence, you lose your confidence. And if mind does that comparison, tell your mind, how will this comparison help me? And when you tell your mind, how will this comparison help me, my dear friends, your mind will stop comparing. We need to train our brain not to compare. Eliminate the what if, negative what if, put the positive what if. If it says, what if I lose money? What if I lose my time? What if it does not work for me? Now say positive what if. What if it works for me? What if it takes my life to the next level? What if my family feels proud of me? What if I become so popular? What if my signature becomes an autograph? What if I get to live my dream life just by this small action? Then you start doing that. Replace what if by I will also, that I will do it. Fourth point, perfection is a myth. Don't ever think once I'll be perfect, I'll do it. It's not only about perfection, it's about enough time, enough money, and perfection. These all three things are correlated. Don't think once I have enough money, I will do it. You will never have enough money. Never ever. You'll have to start doing it. One thing we can easily manage is money and time. But if you think, I don't have time and I don't have money, you will never have money, you will never have time. And at last, speak up. Speaking gives confidence. Start speaking. Speaking definitely gives confidence. And the biggest part of a confidence, your thoughts make you fly, my dear friends. Close your eyes and visualize yourself flying. Visualize yourself speaking in front of 1,000 people. Close your eyes, visualize your bank account with more money. Close your eyes and see yourself taking risk, calculated risk. Close your eyes, see yourself calm and composed. Close your eyes, see yourself confident, and then you see you become confident. That's all about confidence. How many of you have understood? Because now I'll be taking 5-minute question answer session, and you can lot of 7 questions I've received so far. 7 questions I've received so far. The first question I answer is, if you have understood, type you. Let me see if you have understood. Voter has finished. First question here is confidence while speaking in public. Okay, that's not a question, I believe. Can we get confidence without speaking in English? So I'm answering here. Can't we get confidence without speaking in English? Confidence does not mean speaking in English or Hindi. Confidence is confidence. अपनी भाषा में आप कॉन्फिडेंट हैं तो बहुत अच्छा है. आप अपनी भाषा में कॉन्फिडेंट हो सकते हैं, अपनी भाषा में चीज़ों को आगे लेके जा सकते हैं. हमारे इंडिया में जो बहुत बड़े मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर आज तक हुए हैं, जैसे विवेक बिंद्रा, उज्जवल पाटनी, और सबसे बड़ा नाम हम लेते हैं संदीप माहेश्वरी का, वो सब हिंदी में बोलते हैं ज़्यादातर, कॉन्फिडेंट है. तो इंग्लिश does not make any difference. You can start speaking in your own regional language, be it a Kannada, Odia, or Tamil, Telugu. So this is the first question. I think I have helped you. How to feel confident every time? Shamshu Nanisa is asking how to feel confident every time. So my dear friends, I would like to tell you how to feel confident every time. How do you think like you'll feel confident every time? All the things which I have told you today, if you start implementing it today onwards, very first, today you need to take one step out of your comfort zone, out of your perfection zone, out of your beyond your limits. One step you need to take today. Take calculated risk, and then you see, you start feeling confident. People who have never borrowed money, they're not confident in borrowing money. Once you have started taking loan or you have started borrowing money, you feel confident in borrowing money, because you know you'll be able to manage well. So everything starts from a baby step. Sunil Kumar ji is saying that's not a question of this question. I want you to fix up 1 to 1. It's showing June is full. So how to fix an appointment? I cannot help you in that. If you have tried ever to fix an appointment with me, so it is showing June is full. It will be updating. I think my team updated yesterday my calendar or today my calendar. Go and see, check it out now. What is the difference between confidence and overconfidence? Confidence is I can do it. Overconfidence, I only can do it. So this is overconfidence. How to train a kid of 8 to 9 year olds not to compare? See, we have already trained a child to start comparing. The child never knows to compare. We have told he has got more marks, he speaks better, or something, or society has taught us. Now you need to narrate some stories in which no comparison is there. You need to tell the stories of some animals. Eagle has own capability, lion has own capability, and elephant has own capability. In the same way, each human being has own capability. You need to narrate more stories. Neil Kumar ji is saying how to start a speech. If you are a part of my next program, Speak to Influence, you'll definitely learn it. And if you have got a video tutorial, go and watch it. There are 8 ways of starting speech. I've already told. Piali, how to feel confident in health if health is too bad? All the questions answers are answered in question answer session only. So Sarvani is saying, here comes how to feel confident if health is too bad. It's a Piali question. Piali, I'm a patient of ankylosing spondylitis. It is a one disease of autoimmune system and disease of rheumatoid, if someone knows about that. And I take care of my health. So health is another part, mental confidence is another part. Stephen Hawkins, health was not working at all. Body was not working, but mind was working. So he was confident. You need to train your mind, and your mind can control your body also. I've personally realized in my life. This is called power of subconscious mind. I wish to know how talking confidently on topic is related to knowledge. How much one should read on a topic? I don't understand. See, if you don't have a knowledge of a topic, you cannot be confident if you need to speak on that. If you tell me to speak on share market, I cannot speak. But if somebody teaches me, Pankaj, this has to be spoken on share market, I can go and speak. So definitely I have to read and I have to get the knowledge of this. Sir, how to get rid of stage fear? Ravina, this is the process. Now what you can do is you can start having live webinars or Facebook lives, or you can start recording videos. Then you will see gradually becoming confident in speaking. First thing, you need to be confident in speaking. You should know structuring and everything, right, of a speech. And once you know that, you will be confident. How to fix a fumbleness, sir? I get fumble many times while speaking. So very simple. This is the question of, again, Ravina, I'm making it live. Very simple answer of this is, whenever you think you're fumbling, give pause. Just give pause. Power of pause. Let's say I believe like now I'm going to fumble, or I'm going to repeat some words, or so is about to come, or this sound is about to come. Then what will I do? I'll just give pause. I'll not speak anything. First thing, speak slow. Second, give pause at the time of fumbling. Just keep quiet. It will help you. So here comes the last question. Remaining calm in the corporate world is dangerous. There are two type. Ajit Schiller. Remaining calm in the corporate world is dangerous. See, you definitely need to speak for your own right. Definitely you need to speak. But remaining calm in, if somebody comes and criticizes you for the wrong reason, keep quiet. You don't need to answer back. You are an elephant, and when you move, there would be a lot of dogs barking at you. You don't need to go and answer them. There is a different ways of being calm. But if somebody is doing injustice with you regularly, and biased, then you need to speak, you need to raise your voice. I generally say there is a phrase in English, squeaky wheel gets the grease. जब तक चिल्लाओगे नहीं तो इलाज नहीं मिलेगा. जब तक पंखा आवाज नहीं करता हम ग्रीस नहीं लगाते उसमें. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. You definitely have to speak for right. So here comes all the answers done. I believe I've made all, I've done all right. Great. I think I have been able to answer all whatever the questions were asked. Thank you. I got to know. Somebody is asking me, can you show confident people slide once again? That's the first slide. Okay. Sir, I have one question. You said end up the social comparison, but if we get inspired from someone, we compare ourselves to him. I said make people benchmark, but don't compare. Don't tell he can do, I cannot do. Don't say he's better than me. That is wrong. Right? So thank you so much, everyone, for joining this program. And I'm sure you enjoy the program, right? Start implementing this everything in the life, and then you see the life basically brings a lot of change in your life. And I do want you to feel change. I do want you to feel confident. I'll be sharing this complete video on my social media, on my Facebook page, on my Instagram also. You can go and watch it. And in the public speaking community, if you have joined, you'll definitely, in the public speaking community, you'll be getting that. So bye bye. Take care. Love you, everyone. See you excited. I'm really really excited to see you on my platform. If you have already learned the public speaking from me, I'm excited to see your performance on the social media in the form of videos. And if you are there to learn, I'm excited to see you on the screen now. Bye bye. Take care. Love you, everyone.